Hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing good today. Just wanted to say 3 more days until Crash Bandicoot comes back. I just wanted to use this video to talk about it a little bit. And honestly, I may make my vlogs for the next 3 days be about Crash, or maybe just something related to it because it's coming up. But yes, just 3 more days before the next season starts. Oh my gosh, I love talking about it because it just excites me. I figured I could probably tell you like a little bit of things like as the days go on, not too much, but just a little bit of things. So I guess I could just tell you as to how the premise of this particular season is going to be. As you guys already saw in the last actual episode of Crash, I essentially beat the game, but not necessarily. For those of you who watched it, and for those of you who haven't watched it, spoiler alert, so if you don't want to get spoiled, you can just go up to the last episode that I filmed of Crash. I don't remember the episode number, but I remember the title. I titled it Crash vs. Crunch. But, so just spoilers. But yeah, as you guys already saw at the end of that episode, I defeated Crunch. And then after that little cutscene happened that said that I need to collect the gems. So that is basically what this next season is going to be about. It is me going on a mission to collect all of the gems. Now, like, and some of the stuff that I'm saying, you'll more than likely hear again in the actual episode when it airs on Tuesday. But what makes this kind of challenging is actually 2 things. The first thing is because like I said, I said it before, when that time when I got my files corrupted, it was around the time where I fought the fire boss, and I essentially had to restart the game and then work my way back up to that point. During that time, I wasn't focused on getting the gems. So I think when I actually go in to start the gem collecting mission, I think I only had like a very small handful of gems to collect. I don't even remember like the exact number, but it's very small. So I'm basically starting from scratch. The second thing that makes this interesting is that there are 2 different types of gems. You guys probably already know this because I got one of them. The first type of gem is the one that you get after you break all of the crates within the stage. It's just a silver gem. A second type of gem that exists is something that you get after you complete what's called a death route. And what a death route is and what adds to so much of the difficulty is that not all stages have this. But in some of the stages, there is a platform, like similar to how of the challenge stage, there's like a little question mark on it, you jump on it, and then it takes you to do the bonus. It basically works the same way, but it's slightly different. The first and the most important factor with these death routes and what makes them so difficult is that I essentially cannot die in the game until I get to that death route. You've seen that before several times in the levels, where if you notice there was like a platform, but it was like a translucent grid pattern. That essentially is what happens when I die. That means I'm unable to do the death route. If I wanted to do the death route, I would actually have to leave the entire stage and come back and go up to that point without getting killed one time. So that is also what adds to a lot of the difficulty. And what makes it interesting is that the death routes, it's weird. It's like, they're not like the challenge stages. They're like an entirely separate section of the same stage. There are some similarities between the main stage and the death route, but it's different. And I can't even describe the difficulty. Things are just different. It's a mixture of being more difficult, more things, or just things being just changed. But that actually makes it very challenging, to say the least. The earlier ones are a little bit easier, but as it goes on, it gets more and more and more crazy. So it's gonna be a mixture of me collecting the crate gems and collecting the death route gems. And honestly, the crate gems are not as simple or as easy as you might think, because that's what I thought. I thought I'd just go into the stage, break all the crates, and then go back out and then get the gem. That's not the case, because they get really tricky sometimes with where they put the crates. Sometimes it is easy, it's in your face, you just break the crates, go to the end of the stage, and then you get it. But what makes it tricky is that, and like I said, you guys already know this, but it's like now that I was actually doing it, I felt the depth of it. You won't know if you've gotten all of the crates until you reach the very end of the stage. So, like a hypothetical scenario, there may be like 150 crates, and I'm breaking all that I see. I get to the end, but it says I missed like 1 or 2 or 3, and you just missed that one, and you can't get the gem. So basically, I would have to do the stage again. So it becomes very challenging, but very interesting as well. It's like, it kind of sort of felt like a nostalgia trip, but with the added death routes and just with a different goal in mind. It's like I'm doing the same thing, but everything is just different. It's really, really bizarre, but I hope you like it. I think you will like it. I like I said, I had a blast. I actually had to kind of get used to breaking the crates and going for the death route gems, because like I said, with the standard level clearing where you just get the purple crystal, you just basically clear the stage because it's just going to be there floating. But not with this. This actually takes a particular degree of strategy, of observation, because I actually have to find where the freak these crates are because they get tricky. But yeah, it becomes really, 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 really interesting. So, I hope you guys are ready. 3 more days until Crash Bandicoot makes its return, and we are collecting those gems. Alright, so stay tuned for that. I am so hype. Alright, so, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe so you know when my videos are going up, and to hit the notification bell so you can stay updated, and be sure to donate to me on my Patreon because that helps me a bunch. Alright, so thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you in the next one. See ya.